You know, bears wreaked havoc on cameras, so it's always kind of fun to see a bear coming towards the camera, and then 30 seconds later, which is the time it takes to reload the camera, you see a bear face and then a bear butt because they like to scratch upon it, and all of a sudden your next camera shot is it looking at the ground. And, you know, unfortunately it's lost data, but it's always kind of fun to see those photos.
Nicholas Perkins, a biotech at Saguaro National Park, has been the project manager for the wildlife camera program for the past 2 years.
The wildlife cameras are basically cameras. You place them out in the field, and when a mammal, it really only detects mammals because it has to have a heat signature. So when the camera detects heat and movement, it will flash and go off, and then you get a photo.
Don Swan, a biologist at Saguaro National Park, also works on the wildlife camera project.
You never know what you're going to get when you kind of download these photos. It's sort of like getting presents on your birthday. You don't know what's inside the boxes until you open them up and look.
For this project, ArcGIS software was used to create a grid system, and then 45 to 50 cameras were randomly placed throughout the park. Every 6 weeks, a team hiked out to retrieve data and move the cameras to new locations.
Just the personnel and actually going out to these sites requires a lot of time and effort. One of our cameras disappeared on us. I went to go see where it was because we put it in a wash. Apparently when it rained, it undercut the rock I put it on and got completely buried.
Although gathering the data can be very difficult, the results of these pictures are useful for the park.
One of the main goals was just to build a basic inventory, know what mammals we have here in the park for 2011-2012. By using a random study design without bait, without really trying to bias it in any way, we can really get a snapshot of what's actually in our park as far as the mammal community goes. In 5 or 10 years, we can repeat the study to see if any of our animal communities or species are declining. With that knowledge, we can make better decisions and better management plans to hopefully change that.
So these cameras are being used around the world, and they turn out to be an amazing way for us to learn about how we could best conserve animals that are really rare. We're here for the future too, so ideally your grandkids can come out here, or great-grandchildren, and see saguaros and see some of the wildlife that the Southwest is known for. So our goal is to protect that wildlife.
A lot of the stuff we have to do, we want to educate the public on. Wildlife camera photos are beautiful at doing that.
Good morning and welcome to Saguaro National Park.
Interpretive rangers, like Jamie Trevelyan, explain local mammals to guests.
See, we've had these guys, these bobcats, right outside the visitor center. That was a fun interpretive moment.
Our population keeps growing, and perhaps...
Trevor Long is a ranger at Saguaro National Park. He describes his excitement when he first learned about the wildlife camera project as the reason that he created the interpretive program.
Like all the visitors, I went, oh, this is great. I got to do this, you know, and because that same emotion that I felt the first time, I could see many visitors feeling the same way.
Rangers lead interpretive programs 3 times a day. These may be hikes, in which wildlife camera photos are used as props, or a presentation in which the use and benefits of the wildlife cameras are explained to the public. Visitors learned about the study and its results.
Yeah, we have a picture, we can show that picture, but we also need to tell the story behind the picture.
It really helps bring the wild and the wilderness to people.
What's going on with that animal, that species, that person? What happened since that picture was taken?
I don't know about you, but we have a lot of visitors, and I'm this way. I'm very visual. I love to see pictures. And wildlife cameras capture images that are really raw. You know, you can't stage this stuff. It makes it more tangible, more real.
The Wildlife Camera Project has yielded great results, both for education and for research. However, there's still one animal living in the park that remains elusive.
So one day I went to go check one of our cameras, and there's a little raccoon prints going right up to where the camera detection beam is. It stops, turns 90 degrees, walks behind our camera, goes across the little detection zone, and continues on its way. I have no idea if he detected the detection zone. I kind of hope that he just saw something shiny, 'cause, you know, the other way I'm getting outsmarted by a raccoon, and that doesn't feel good.